All right, in question 8, you really decide to get into period music and building your own lute. And you're wondering why would you do something crazy like this? But, usually it involves falling in love with someone that's already into period music. So you're going to build your own lute. And you got a string length for your lute of 57.5 centimeters. And so that's your string length, 57.5 centimeters. And you're going to go with a Baroque scale where the A4, the frequency of the A4 is 415 hertz. How far would you need to place the F4 fret on the G string? So we've got two things here. We know how long the G3 is. I'm going to just go ahead and label this G3, the length of the G3. We know the frequency of the A4 is 450 hertz, but we don't know the frequency of either the G3 or the F4 yet. And so we've got to figure those two things out first. All right, so what we're going to do, let's go FG3, or let's first, all right, what is the key number for G3? What is the key number for F4? Because if we go to our chart, here we go. All right, G3 is 35. F4 is 45. All right, so let's go back to our problem. G3 is 35. F4 is 45. So now we know the key numbers for both of those. All right. And we're going to go back. This is like the question earlier where we're just going to have to figure out what is the frequency of a G3. Well, it's going to be 2 to the n minus n, 35, right? Minus our central key, 49, divided by 12, right? Times our A4 frequency, right? So 184.86. Now, the frequency of the F4 is the same thing, 2 to the, and it's going to be our 45 minus 49 divided by 12 times our central frequency, our A4 frequency. And so now we have our two frequencies, right? And you know from the other problem where we had to do this, that the new length, the length of the F4 is just going to be the length of the G3 times the G3 frequency divided by, oh, I did that wrong. It's going to be the length of the G3 times the G3 frequency divided by the F4 frequency to get to 32.27 centimeters is where we need to put the fret for the F4 on this lute that you've decided to build. And that's it for problem 8.